Okay, good morning. Welcome to our practice today of curves and circles. We're going to work through some fundamentals of how we can bring curves and circles into any joint, or even more powerfully through our spine, to bring through more flexibility, more alignment, more connection. Starting just by making any last movements. We can shut our eyes down, feel into our breath in our belly, our core, just feeling our body, our belly expand on the in-breath and our belly contract on the out-breath. Feeling the belly extend forward on the in and feeling the belly contract on the out. If there's any you would like to feel the belly more, or you can't feel the belly at all, a good option is just to bring our hands onto our belly. It's okay, this is for everyone, this is for anyone who needs it. And through this awareness of our belly and the feeling of our belly expanding and contracting, we come into a deeper awareness and connection to ourselves. As we breathe in, we open. As we breathe out, we let go. Okay, breathing in together, we're going to breathe into the belly and we're going to breathe in just a little bit deeper, really opening. And on the out breath, just releasing, letting go, softening. 2 more breaths here, really breathing into the belly and open. And softening, letting go, sinking down. Breathing in and open, full breath, and softening, letting go just a little bit more. Okay, from here we're going to bring our hands in front of our belly, like we're holding a bowl. And on our next breath in, we're going to breathe into the belly, all the way up to the heart, turning our hands over, and floating this energy down out of our heart, all the way down into the belly and our roots. Breathing in and open. Breathing out, letting go, sinking all that energy down, connecting us to the earth. Really focusing with that breath. We don't want to be there too long. We really want to be breathing in with opening intention. That's where we activate. Breathing out, we soften. We let it happen naturally. Let's just stay with the heart. Breathing in and open, belly, heart. Breathing out, soften. what we're moving through now is the breath of life, where we open and we soften, and we're moving through a whole progression here. Two more breaths here, really soaking it up. Okay, on our next breath in, we're going to draw in from our belly, our heart, bringing the backs of our hands together, opening all the way through our crown, feeling our connection to heaven and earth, engaged and softening all the way down. Out of our heads, out of our chest, into our belly, and rooting ourselves down into the earth. Now here's where we can curl and bring the backs of our hands together, and we stay connected to the breath in the belly. Breathing in through the belly, staying connected to our belly as we open through our hearts. Open all the way so we feel our connection from heaven to earth, connected through our central channel, and we float all the way down. Breathing in and open. Breathing out, softening. Another name for this breath is the fountain of youth. As we draw in energy from the earth through our central channel, breathing, staying connected to our breath, and softening as we float this energy down and around our entire being like a fountain. Activating the in-breath, and softening, letting go on the out-breath, staying nice and tall. Okay, one more breath here. And we're going to start to bring our first curves in for today. So as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out, and we're even going to send the center of our back towards the back, really dropping into our hips and our belly, letting go. And as we open, we draw in and up, and even have a little bit of a curve as we open our chest and our heart. And softening on the out, really releasing. And this is where we can start to bring a little bit more oxygen and blood into our spine, start to awaken the body just a little bit more. And this practice of the breath of life can be done seated or standing or kneeling. And starting to bring these curves of the spine in can also be done seated, kneeling, or standing, or just about any other pose you can find. You can start to bring this into all your other poses that you love. Drawing in new energy, opening our energy channels on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Some days you'll want more power, you can draw in your breath a little more, and some days you'll be a little more meditative. You can go a little slower. You can just drop into feeling at an even deeper level. Okay, 2 more rounds here, really soaking it up, drawing in that energy, opening our heart and softening, letting go. On our next breath out, gently floating this energy in our arms down out of our head, our neck, our chest, our belly, all the way into our roots, feeling our connection down through our breath, through the earth, and just noticing how you feel now. Allowing your breath to flow naturally, just noticing how your breath feels. We're going to continue with some curves now before we move on to some circles. That was some curves front and back with the breath of life. Now we're going to move into some curves side to side before we start some circles. So an easy way, we're going to bring our hands to heart center and we're going to do some side bends. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, bringing our right arm down, gently walking out to the side and coming into a side bend on the left side. Just breathing into the whole left side of our body, not too far. Keeping our sit bones rooted to the earth and just allowing our breath to help us open into the side of our body. Breathing slow, breathing deep. Doing your best to stay nice and upright. You can breathe into the side of the body, being careful not to hunch down and to start to lose the side of our body. Okay, and our next breath in, very gently breathing our left arm up and over, drawing ourselves up through the center. Breathing out, bringing our left arm down, gently walking out to the side, not too far to begin with, keeping your sit bones rooted down to the earth. Not bad, Vince. See you dropping your head really forward like this. See if you can just stay nice and open with that chest. And the next breath in, breathing in, drawing our right arm all the way up and over, nice and gently, drawing in through the center. Breathing out, coming down on our right side, coming down just a little bit deeper, Finding your breath in the side of the body. Doing your best to open your heart, and if you like, you can even look under our left shoulder and tuck our chin. Two more deep breaths here, really soaking it up for all that it's worth. And next breath in, gently drawing our left arm up and over, coming all the way up through the center. Breathing our left arm down, gently walking out to the side, keeping our sit bones down. Finding the breath in the side of the body and allowing ourselves to sink down. Again, if you like, opening that heart, looking under the right shoulder and tucking that chin. Two more breaths here. And the next breath in, gently bringing our right arm all the way over, coming up through center. Now, from staying up nice and tall, feeling our connection to the heavens and to the earth, we're going to breathe our right arm back behind ourselves, fingers pointing away, and we open up into a bit of a lean back side stretch. From here, we breathe out, coming over our right knee, breathing out all the way through the center, planting our left arm and leaning into a side stretch, opening. And breathing out, coming all the way over our left knee, all the way through center, planting our right hand and opening in the other side. Again, finding your rhythm, breathing out, doing your best to synchronize your breath with your movements, breathing in as we open. Breathing out, coming down, breathing in and open. Breathing out, breathing in, moving with your own breath, nice and strong on the in-breath, letting go on the out-breath. If you'd like to let go of a little more, you can come down just a little bit further. Just really releasing all the way through the belly, the hips, the back. One more each side. When you're done, in our last pose, we breathe in, bringing our right arm up and over, drawing ourselves up through the center, floating our hands all the way down, bringing the energy out of our heads, neck, chest, belly, rooting ourselves into the earth. Allowing our eyes to shut down, taking a moment to feel into our body, how we feel now, different moment to moment, day to day. Okay, we're going to move through one nice releasing stretch before we go to some circles. So we're going to draw, when we're ready, drawing our hands up through the center, creating length. And breathing out, gently curling all the way down over our knees. And just releasing through our hips and our back. Allowing our head to settle wherever it can. Your next breath out, very gently coming up to a seat. We can uncross our legs, giving our legs a bit of a shake off. And crossing them back the other way, so we have our opposite leg in front to what we did to begin with. Okay. From here we're going to work with some circles. And this is another fundamental practice we can do in most poses. This can be done with our core, our belly and our hips. It can be done with our chest and our back, or it can be done with our head and our neck. Today we're going to, and they can all be combined. Today we're going to work from our neck down through our chest and back and down into our hips and belly. This is quite a lot of movement, and as we circle the energies this way, we help open the energy channels by breathing into the space, breathing into the fluidity of circles. So it's not about how far you can go, it's about how much you can feel and open through your breath. And you'll often notice if you go too far, you can't feel so much, you lose track of where you are. And so if you ever do lose track of which circle, which way you're going, often good to just come back to the beginning. And today we're going to begin with the head and neck. So what I mean by fluidity is anywhere that's crunchy or anywhere that you can't find fluid, maybe just back off. 70–80% is certainly enough to begin with. So to begin with our head and neck today, we're just going to drop our chin to our chest, and we're just going to do some half circles each side. Breathing in as we come up and breathing out as we let go. Breathing in as we open, breathing out as we let go. Okay, so the easiest way to think about which way you're going is to think in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So next time we're going clockwise, we're going to breathe out on the way down, and we're going to breathe in and continue the circle all the way back and around. And if you're not sure what a circle is, think of looking to the right looking to the ground, looking to the left, and looking up. And just finding a fluidity, a fluid circle that you can feel into at about 70, 80%. Breathing in as we open and come back. Breathing out as we close and let go. Two more full rounds here. Now, most important, we keep the neck rotating, and now we can even start to bring our shoulders. We can drop our shoulders and our neck, really opening up through the upper back a little more. And as we come forwards, we can even open through the chest. We send our chest open through the heart. And as we close, we can send our shoulders back. And this is just helping us open this circle to our head, neck, chest and back. But remember, if we go too far, we get a bit lost, really just come back to that circle in the neck. If anywhere is extra juicy, you can slow down through it, but I recommend that we keep moving. We want to be finding a range of movement by breathing in new energy and by letting go of old energy, stuff we've been holding on to. Okay, you can choose to just stay there, releasing through the neck and opening up through the chest and the back, or we can start to bring our lower body, our core into it as well. So we can send our lower body, our belly and back. And as we open, we send the center of our body forwards. So now we have circle being open through our whole body. And again, not too far, just trying to find an engaged, open, connected circles. And soaking this up, 2 more rounds. Okay, and next time we drop our heads back to our chest, we're going to slowly come to a pause and we're going to come back the other way. But remember, just with our head and neck, so just looking to our right, up, left and down. Not too far, 70, 80%, just finding fluidity of movement. If anywhere is extra crunchy, you can just keep moving through without forcing, and that will help the tightness, help the blockages of energy, the twisted, tight ligaments and muscles. This helps all of that open and let go. Okay, when you're ready, you can choose to stay just with the head and neck, or you can start to breathe and opening through the chest on the way back. And dropping the shoulders, getting a bit deeper into the neck and shoulders on the way down. And now again, listening to your body, you can choose to bring the lower body in as well by opening through the belly on the way back. We send our neck and head back, and on the way down as we move into the back, we can send our belly and our hips back. Just listening to your body knows exactly what you need now. A full movement isn't always what we need, even though our mind, our ego often wants more. The more we're able to breathe into these spaces, the more we're able to open, draw in new life, breathe out and let go. Staying connected to our breath is key. Okay, last 2 rounds here. And when we're done, gently letting those circles become smaller until it's just our heads circling around our spine and finding stillness, feeling into our new body, our new spine. Before we move on from seated, we're going to breathe our hands up to the sky one last time, and forwards fold, letting go, gently walking ourselves out, and just releasing, letting ourselves become heavy. And next breath out, gently curling all the way up, pushing up and over our knees into a tabletop. Giving ourselves a little shake off however we like. Even extend one leg, extend the other leg, bringing in some more curves. We can wag our tail like a dog looking over our left. Wag our tail like a dog looking over our right. One more each side. This can be a really nice release. Okay, now we're going to come back to our curves. So for this pose, we're going to bring our right knee in the middle of the mat, bring our left knee behind our right, opening up our feet, and we sit down into a double shoelace. Making any adjustments that you like. We're aiming to have our knees on top of each other. If you need, you can have a pillow or a cushion underneath our sit bones just to take some of the pressure out of the hips. The idea is finding stillness, breathing into anywhere that is tight, sitting up taller on the in-breath, and on the out-breath allowing our shoulders, knees and hips to sink into the earth a little bit more. Very important though to sit nice and tall from your belly and your heart. Okay, from here we're going to work with some curves of the spine. So nice and easy, sitting up nice and tall as we breathe in. As we breathe out, curling from our heads, our neck, our chest, breathing all the way out. And breathing in, we lean and lunge forward. Opening, sitting up nice and tall like a warrior. And breathing out, curling down from top to bottom, completely emptying the breath down into the belly, and breathing in nice and strong, drawing ourselves up. Breathing out, sinking down into those hips a little deeper. Breathing in, nice and strong. Breathing out. Breathing in. Continuing here for another 2 breaths. And see if we can breathe out. Curling down, curling down, curling down. Breathing in and open. See if we can lunge forward. We breathe in and up. Nice and strong. There we go. Breathing out, curling down. All the way, top to bottom. And now, opening up, nice and strong. Very good, that's what we're looking for. One more here. Okay, next time we find ourselves seated nice and tall, we're going to go the opposite way. So watching me, we're going to lunge down, breathing out. And breathing in, we curl from bottom to top. Breathing out, lunging forward. Breathing in, bottom to top. 2 more breaths here, really letting go, breathing all the way down. Breathing in, drawing all the way up. Okay, next time we find ourselves seated upright and tall, we're going to breathe in, creating length, and breathing out, we can even bring our hands down onto the mat and softening all the way down. Allowing our heads to be the last thing to fall, resting wherever feels good. And next breath out, gently curling all the way up. And push down into our hands and come up and over our knees. Releasing our legs. Even kicking one leg out and the other leg out. Shaking, wagging the tail. Whatever feels good. Just moving that medicine around. Okay, from here onto the other side, left knee in the middle, right knee behind, opening up with our feet and taking a seat. Do your best to open those feet up, very good. And again, just finding your seats. Sitting up nice and tall, knees on top of each other. As we breathe in, we create length. As we breathe out, we soften and sink further into the earth. Doing your best to open your heart, even bringing your shoulders back and down, so you open, you create a tall, long spine. Okay, from here when we're ready, we breathe in, creating length, and then we breathe out and curl. Head, neck, chest, emptying all the way down into the belly and lunging forward, drawing in and all the way up. Breathing out, coming down from top to bottom. Breathing in and lunging, opening nice and strong, heart open like a warrior. Breathing out, in. Doing your best to synchronize your breath with your movements. This is awakening our entire spine. Two more breaths here, really soaking it up. Okay, sitting up nice and tall and breathing out, lunging all the way forward. Breathing in, curling up one vertebra at a time, bottom to top. Breathing out, lunging all the way forwards. No, not curling forwards, lunging forwards, keeping that length and curling back. Nice and tall, and keeping that length as we lunge forwards and curling. Moving with your breath. Last 2 rounds here, soaking it up for all that it's worth. And the next breath in, sitting up nice and tall and lunging all the way down, even allowing our hands to come all the way down and just letting ourselves sink all the way, letting go. And the next breath out, gently curling all the way up, pushing our hands down into the floor, pushing up and over, releasing our legs, wagging our tail. Okay, and to finish our core practices of curves and circles today, we're going to come into one of the most powerful practices of opening and letting go through our spine and our breath. This is called the butterfly breath. If you've never done this before watching the first one, if you do know, we're going to stand up nice and tall, either from our knees or from standing. This can even be done from seated, but you'll find more power from your knees or from standing in a connected warrior pose. We bring our hands up to our heart center, and this is designed to be a full open breath through our entire body and a full, complete letting go of our breath. You may even feel a little bit of dizziness at times. A little bit of dizziness is okay. It's even to be expected if you haven't done this before. Breathing out to prepare. And we breathe in and we open through our arms. We draw our shoulder blades down, breathing into a full belly and chest. Breathing out, bringing our arms up and over, and we come down from our head, our neck, our ribs, our belly, emptying completely into the belly, and then drawing in, and we draw into the belly, ribs, chest, pulling our shoulder blades together. Breathing out, coming down, head, neck, chest, completely emptying the belly. Breathing in and open, staying connected to our belly. Breathing out, closing, letting go, releasing. Doing your best to have your in-breath as long as your out-breath. Finding a balance between drawing in and letting go. We're going to do 9 here. 6 more breaths. Each time we breathe in, opening, expanding a little more, and each time we breathe out, emptying the belly completely. Breathing in and open. Breathing out, letting go. See, from this closed position, Vince, you could really do your best to open like this, so we actually draw our arms up and then we can draw them down. That helps us open through the chest and the shoulder blades. As far as feels natural, you don't need to fully extend your arms, whatever feels natural, and then we come up and over and we close. Last one. When we're done, just coming seated down onto our heels, allowing our body to settle, our breath to settle, just feeling the energy within and without. A very powerful practice, the butterfly breath, a full, expansive breath. I recommend it as a daily practice if you like to do it. You can do 3 rounds of 9. It's a nice home to start, or just integrating it as a part of your regular practices that you already have. Okay, from here we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. We're going to finish with a little bit of a twist today. And we come and give ourselves a hug, hugging our knees into our chest. Even have a little gentle rock side to side, just giving ourselves a massage through our kidneys, our lower back. When we're ready, we can bring both of our knees over to the left side, opening our right arm to the right side for a double knee twist. And you can choose, if this is enough, So just keep sinking down into this stretch, being heavy through our right shoulder. Or if you like, you can tuck your right leg underneath your left, just enhancing the twist a little bit more through the hips and back. Slowing down the body, allowing the body and breath to become heavy. Allowing any thoughts to come and go, allowing our mind to become heavy and relaxed. On our next breath out, untwisting the legs if they're twisted, bringing our knees back up to center, giving ourselves another hug. Bringing our left arm out to the left and bringing our knees over to the right. Keeping ourselves nice and heavy through the left shoulder, sinking down into the earth. And if you like, crossing our left leg underneath our right. Crossing our legs, gently coming back to center, giving ourselves one last hug, even bringing our chin up towards our knees, really creating length in our spine. And breathing out, gently curling down one vertebra at a time and allowing our feet to come all the way out to straight. And before we come into our last resting pose, I invite bringing our arms up above our head, breathing in, stretching all the way through our arms and our feet. Breathing in and stretching a little bit further. And breathing out, allowing our arms to settle, our feet to open, our hands up towards the sky. to sink into the earth in our final resting pose, Shavasana. Softly just tuning into your breath and deciding to stay exactly where you are, or gently waking up the body. A really nice way is to bring your fingertips to your thumbs one by one, really awakening the energy channels. You can curl onto your side, or we can give ourselves another hug, rocking backwards and forwards, keeping our eyes closed. And when you're ready, curling all the way up into a seated position, finding stillness. Just noticing how your body feels, if your body is sitting any easier. Noticing how your breath feels, if your breath is flowing any easier. Noticing how your mind feels, if your thoughts are any further apart. Bringing our hands up to heart center in gratitude for giving ourselves this time and space to heal and grow. Breathing out, we honor our symbiotic relationship to the mother and all the beauty that surrounds. Breathing in, we honor our symbiotic relationship to the Father and all the beings in the universe. Breathing into our heart center, we honor our highest self, here and now, balancing above and below. To close our practice, we bring our hands up to our third eye. May all our practices bring about clear, enlightened thoughts. Bring our hands to our mouth. May all our practices bring about honest, enlightened speech. Bring our hands to our heart center. May all our practices bring about an open and loving heart. Thank you for sharing practice. Namaste. There is no hurry. Enjoying the calm and peace you've created for yourself. This was just a short practice, focusing on curves and circles throughout the neck, spine and hips. Can be implemented into just about every practice.
Say again?
Can be implemented.
The different postures you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Oh, yeah. I hope to. You have a great day too.